Explanation of symbols on worksheets are as follows. Use coloring crayons to color the picture. Use your finger to follow the track or line or show the correct picture. Use a coloring crayon to draw a line or write a number or sound. Look at the picture and say the number or sound out loud. Use a scissors to cut on the dotted line. Look at the picture. Use these symbols for the lesson of the day, which will be allocated at the top right side of each page. For example, Lesson 1, Prepositions and Directions.
Good day, friends. Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Hetty. Let's also say hello to my friend. Our theme for this week is all about colors. But before we start with our lesson for today, let's sanitize our hands. We take our sanitizer, we spray it on the inside of our hands, and we rub our hands together, and on the back side of our hands, and between our fingers, and we give our hands a lovely squishy squashy, and we are all set and sanitized for today. Our lesson today is about similarity, counting, and the letter K. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed the lesson that we did on comparison and the letter T. Remember we said the letter T starts straight down the line and gives a curvy kick at the end, and just near the ground we do the curvy kick and we do a straight line across on the middle line. On comparison, remember we said bananas are different from apples. We get a lot of different things around us. Nothing is the same. I hope you enjoyed the lesson on the letter T and comparison. Now we are going to start with our new lesson for today. Our new lesson is all about the letter K. Let's look at how we should make the letter K. Remember how you straighten your back always? Straighten your back. Letter K always straightens his back and he gives 2 sideways kicks. We start at the top of the line, we go straight down near the ground and we stop just near the ground. We do a sideways kick from the middle of the line and a sideways kick near the ground. That is our letter K. What sound does the letter K make? Let's look at examples of the letter K. We have a kettle, kettle, K, kettle, K. Let's look at another example. Wow, what is this? Keys. Yes, keys. The letter K makes the sound K. Well, I would like us to turn to page 26. On page 26, we see we have a key on the page. How do we make the letter K? We give him a straight back with 2 sideways kicks in the middle of the line. And now let's zoom in on the lowest part of the page. Remember, letter K is a straight line and 2 sideways kicks. Enjoy the tracing. Do this exercise with your pencil so that you can erase and try as many times as you can. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed the lesson on the letter K. Let's look at things that starts with the letter K, just to recap a little bit. We said kettle starts with the letter K and it says Let's look at another one. We said key. Key starts with the letter K and it says K. Now, let's just look again at the letter K. Remember we said he has a straight back and he does 2 sideways kicks. Now, let's turn to page 27. Friends, I hope you've enjoyed the work so far that you've done in your workbook. I also hope that you have kept your workbook neat. Now, let's look at the comparison on that page. Remember we spoke about all the fruits and all the lovely colors. Now, before you color this page, let's look at the comparison. You have to find the one that is exactly the same as the one on the left side. You may start at the top of the line, and if you wish, you can use a ruler, and if you don't have a ruler, you can use your free hand. You may use a pencil or a crayon. You can join from the dot where the picture is at the top, and you find the matching pair and join it to the same dot. Remember to start at the dot and stop at the dot. You may now color the fruits a lovely color. Remember, fruits have all different colors. Let's move on to page 28. For this one, I would like you to sit still and just look at the picture very carefully before you start coloring. Let's look at the numbers. Remember yesterday, we did all the numbers up to number 5. We counted from 1 up to 5. Now, I would like you to look at the picture. They give us some pencils at the top of the page and they say which colors we may color the picture. For all the number 1s, we find all the fishes with number 1 and we make them a lovely green color. Remember we said the cucumber has a lovely green color, the watermelon has a lovely green color. Number 2s, find all the fishes with number 2 and make them a lovely blue color. Now, let's move on to number 3. Find all the fishes with number 3 and make them a lovely yellow color. Let's remember that a banana is yellow, a starfruit is yellow, the sun is also yellow. Let's move on to number 4. Find all the fishes with number 4 in it and color them red. Remember we said a cherry is a lovely red, and remember we have a red apple also. Thank you friends, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Well friends, I hope you enjoyed connecting all the dots on the similarities on the fruits and the letter K. Now let's turn to page 29. On page 29 we'll see they would want us to find the correct number, the correct total for each picture. Now let's just count again just to remind ourselves of our numbers. Let's count to number 5. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, friends, I have a little bit of a challenge for you because I included some bigger numbers just to see if you would be able to do this yourself. Now, let's look at the page. If you look carefully, let's count the glasses that we have in the first picture. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I would like you to find number 4. Remember we did number 4, we said 4 wheels on a car, 4 legs on a cow. Now find number 4 and circle number 4. I'm going to leave you now to finish the apples, the kiwis and the balls on your own. Remember to count and circle the correct number. Now you may move over to page 30. I would like us before we look at the page 30, let's first just look at our numbers again. Well, if we look at our numbers and we want to find the number that comes before, let's say, for example, number 2. If we look at number 2 and we ask, what comes before number 2? Remember, we talk about the previous thing. What did we do before? The previous thing. What number did we mention first? So now, if we look at number 2, what comes before number 2? We go back and we say it's number 1. Let's look at number 5. If we think of what previous number comes before 5, if we count down the line, before we come to 5, what number do we say before we come to 5? We would look back and say it's number 4. So what comes before the 5? It's number 4. Now, if you move to page 30, you'll see on page 30, look at the butterfly, number 8. This one is quite a big challenge for you. You may count, you may use counters, and you can place them in front of you in one straight line. Now, as you count, see what number comes before 8. Well, I'm not going to help you to fill in that one. You are going to do that one all on your own. I hope you enjoy the lessons on your numbers. Friends, I hope you enjoyed the lessons we did on finding the matching pair and on finding the correct numbers and on the letter K. I also hope you enjoyed finding the number before. Remember, we said if you want to find the matching one, just look closely at the pictures. Remember to count. Remember, letter K has a straight back with sideways kicks. And remember to count your objects, and you may make the number line for yourself from number 1 up to 10, and it can help you to find the number that comes before the number. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, but before we say goodbye for today, let's sanitize our hands. We take our sanitizer, we spray it on our hands, and we rub it between our hands, and then at the back of our hands, and between our fingers, and we give our hands a lovely squishy squashy all round, and we are set and sanitized. Joshi! Joshi!
Hi everyone, I'm Josh and I'm back. Even though the schools are closed, I thought about we can still do online classes, learning and reading. You can also do your schoolwork. Until next time, bye!